Gentlemen, I welcome all of you back to another episode of Baumi Not Quite Daily, in which we take a look at a certain hero or tactic or anything like that. Today we are going to take a look at Cthulhuphant. Cthulhuphant. Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna take a look at Cthulhuphant. And how Bryce plays them. Bryce being one of my favorite heroes. But yes, he is a hero. No, Bryce being one of my favorite players because first of all he's very aggressive, and second of all he's kind of legendary and in the community because he was back in the day he was the first one to ever use electrician the way he has been used since then. Yeah, but let's get started and jump into this game. By the way, I noticed a fun bug. If you pause the game during the countdown is always going to repeat for like forever, for no reason whatsoever. But as you can see, this is a competitive game. We got Fanatic. No, that's not Fanatic. That's what's their full name? Oh, yeah, right. It's Frenetic Array going up against Trademark Esports. And this is actually a tournament match and everything. And yeah, we're just going to take a look how Price plays this hero because it's actually quite interesting. So, we're just going to lock the camera onto Price. I don't. Yes, that was the hotkey I used for that, and then we can pretty much. Well, no. We have to, first of all, let's take a look at his items. Price is going to play a very jungling Cthulhuphant. The problem we are going to have is that I watched a lot of his replays and prepared myself for this video. Now the problem is that even though I watched a lot of his replays, there's no replay that pretty much shows everything. So I have to explain a lot of stuff to you. And you are just going to have to believe me or look it up yourself. But that's what I noticed. And this is the best replay I found, but it's not perfect. So please be nice. But yeah, let's just go quickly over his items. They are nothing special. He just has Iron Buckler, Logger Satchet, and Winds of the Blight. Now, as you can see, he's going into the jungle. It's not quite obvious now, but it's going to be obvious pretty soon. And now, if we take a look at the teams, we are going to notice something. We got, well, Pebbles, Glaciers, Cthulhuphant, Black Rider, Silhouette. Except for Silhouette, nothing special. And even Silhouette is not that special. So pretty much a pretty standard lineup. On the other side, though, we got Valkyrie, nothing special over there. Armadon has been coming onto the scene, nothing special. Well, overall there are no special pickups except for maybe that Armadon, but he's as special as Silhouette is, so really. But the thing I want to mention is this. We got Keeper of the Forest. Now Keeper of the Forest is a jungling hero. He's not going to go into a lane. He pretty much will get better farm in the jungle than he will be able to get in the lane, since he has no harassing capabilities whatsoever. That's why Cthulhuphant is moving to the enemy jungle. He's not going to go into his own jungle, mostly because Keeper of the Forest, even though he is a jungler, he's not an offensive jungler. That's not the case. Keeper of the Forest is pretty much useless until he hits like at least level 5. You need at least a bunch of those minions to gank, and usually you only see them get involved in any team fights as they hit level 6. So that's why they are going into the enemy jungle. They want to screw a little bit with Keeper of the Forest, but this may seem like it's a special occasion. It's not. Bryce always goes into the jungle of any team. It entirely depends on the situation. You are going to see a lot of movement from him, and also this is also going to happen in this game, and that's why we are going to speak about it later. But yeah, we're just going to Yeah, to get the game started. So now, as you can see, they Glaciers and Cthulhuphant found Keeper, and now Cthulhuphant is just going to start farming. This is something funny. Keeper last hits the creep. But there's absolutely nothing special about this. It's just like the standard thing, Cthulhuphant farming into a jungle. And with his shield, he's actually able to do it quite well. He is able to tank it a little bit. And I myself made the mistake of getting 2 iron shields the first time I played Cthulhuphant. That's not efficient. It's really not worth it, and a Logos headshot is going to benefit you more, especially since it gives you pretty much an additional auto hit, which can be useful. Now, this is a very important time of the game. As you can see, the clock is about to hit 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the time when the first rune spawns. Cthulhuphant did stop his jungling. He did go away from the camp, which he would have killed, and instead goes to the rune. And it's obvious that he doesn't even know where the rune is going to spawn. He just wants to be over there, if it spawns over there. So he pretty much is giving up his own farm to benefit the team, which is something we are going to see a lot. He plays Cthulhuphant in a very offensive role, but also very different. But also very team focused. Now, he got himself 2 mana potions. This is something I noticed in all of his games. He always, the first items he gets in every single game is some kind of regeneration. That's always the case. He doesn't rush anything like a life tube or something like that. He always gets 1 or 2 mana tubes, and usually gets a life tube, a health potion. I don't know why he didn't get it right there. There has to be some reason behind it. I don't know. But he didn't get health potion right here. He usually does. That's really the case. He usually spends like his first 200 gold on regeneration, 200 to 300. And again, I watch a lot of his games, and this is just something standard. He always does. And this is just some ganking going on. That's pretty obvious. But now, instead of going back into the Legion Hellborn jungle, he stays in the Legion jungle. He does not go back. Reasoning behind it is he noticed that Keeper is in his own jungle, instead of being in the enemy jungle where he was originally supposed to be. So that's why he just went over there and quickly stole a creep. Additionally, Flag Rider is in a lot of trouble. And now he is just like, yeah, I got to help him out. And that's actually really cool about Cthulhuphant, that the thing that he's just this flexible, that he can pretty much say, I don't think I'm as useful as I could be if I keep farming or keep ganking. I should probably go to the bottom lane and just help out Plague Rider. And you don't have to sacrifice anything for it. Well, maybe a little bit if it comes to locking down the Keeper of the Forest, but Keeper, let's be honest, he's going to get his farm anyways. You really cannot stop a Keeper from farming. By the way, this is also one of those small things. You should always pick up the stats item first, always. Never get the Close of Haste first. You should always pick up the stats items first. There's no exception to the rule. Not only are they cheaper, but they are also just as accessible as the other ones. And yeah. No, he's again back to the lane, to another lane. Because as you can see, Black Rider is fine again. He's now only playing against the Kraken. He should be fine in a one-on-one situation. And that Monarch, I think it was, who was ganking at the bottom lane, is in mid again. So that's why he's going to the mid lane and helping out again. That's pretty much all he does. He does not even care for anything concerning himself. He does not try to get high farm. He does not try to get a ridiculous amount of creep kills, or even a ridiculous amount of kills. He's just wherever his team needs him. And yeah, the usual Steam rules, he never gets something else. And this is just this is actually quite a decent thing, because as you can see, I for some reason opened the shop. Let's just quickly skip a little bit back. Now, in this scene, you can see, yeah, first of all, he stuns him, hits him, and instead of standing there and trying to hit him again, he starts walking to the right, which is the let's say the common thing to do if you're a Valkyrie in this situation. She would just press E and leap in that direction, and if that would happen, he would have a higher chance to catch her again, even if he would have had to use his ultimate. But she tries to turn around, which bought him the necessary time to simply kill her with an auto hit, which is just one of those little things again. But no, he's staying in the jungle, getting some wards. That's awesome. He usually helps out a little bit with warding. I don't know how to describe it. He plays a support kind of Cthulhuphant that's heavily focused on ganking. And he pretty much is supporting his team wherever he is, but he's still farming. He's getting his farm from the jungle. As you can see, he's level 7. That's tied for the highest in the game, which is very good. His farm is by no means the best. He has, let's just quickly check, 27 creep kills. That's actually very decent for only roaming, especially since you have to consider that these jungle creeps give more money. So there are some jungle creeps that are worth around 2.5 creep kills. So yeah, that's why his he actually has a decent amount of money, and he's just roaming around. That's again here the entire thing he's doing. It's very difficult to describe, but there are also a few things that are more of a fact that we can see later on in the game, like item builds and such things. But right now he only has a Steam Woods. He has a little bit of money. He should have a little bit of money. No, he does. He does not. Oh. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Hey. Okay. No. But again, as you can see, 3 enemy heroes at the bottom lane. He instantly gets ready to go to the bottom lane. And now here we are going to have something very, very interesting. This is something we have to pay a lot of attention to. Now, in this scene, he knows that the Valkyrie is at the bottom lane. Okay? No. Not at the bottom lane, but over here, you know what I'm talking about. Now, he gets kind of cornered from between Kraken, Monarch and Valkyrie. You know, he is like kind of a bad position. This is something I don't think many players would have done. As you can see, he let her pass by him, and then instead of just charging away, trying to get away or something like that, he charged in this direction, trying to hit as many players as possible. And he hit both Monarch and Valkyrie, and then he activated his ultimate. That's a very aggressive kind of play, but it only worked because he hit both players. That's the important part about it. It's the same for Magma Stun. It's an AoE. It's not a single target ability. If you want to hit someone, you might as well hit a number. It's an AoE. That's the same as Pyromancer Stun. If you... I should probably keep going. That cloud is annoying. But Pyromancer Stun, I think everybody agrees. If I tell you that the best use of a Pyromancer Stun is hitting 2 players that are next to each other, right? If you want to hit 1 player but another player is right next to him, you try to stun in the mid of both players, in the middle of them, to hit both of them. The same applies for Cthulhu or Magnus or any of these AoE target kind of things, stuns. You want to try to hit as many players as possible. And he just TP'd over here because he tried to help, which sadly did not work out as planned. And yeah, we got a lot of fighting going on. Poor Valkyrie. Slicks is pretty much kicking ass in this game. By the way, this game was also homecasted if you're interested in watching it. I don't know exactly what kind of tournament it was. It was some tournament. That's as much as I know. But that's pretty much all I have to know. No. Just farming going on, nothing special. But we are here to watch Cthulhuphant. And now he's kind of... There's nothing happening at all. That's why he's trying to get his farm up. Stuff like this is also very important. As you can see, in pro games, this rarely happens, but there's an empty lane over here. This is something that does not happen. Or should not happen. Because these are wasted resources. If you just watch it, there's 1 creep kill gun, 2, 3. These are just wasted creep kills. And as you can see, Synred quickly walked over here. She did not go here to defend the tower or anything like that. That's free money. That's money that was wasted. You should always have someone in a lane. A lane that's not occupied by anyone is pretty much wasted money, wasted experience. It's something that should not happen. But this is more of a general tip than anything related to Cthulhuphant. But yeah, the usual item build for Cthulhuphant is something like Helm of the Black Legion. As you can see, he's going for a beast starter, so that's basically the same as going for a Helm of the Black Legion, and then maybe Shaman's Headdress, and then going for Mark of Brilliance or Demonic Breastplate, some crazy shit like that. That's fine. That item build works. It's a obvious item build, and there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. But sadly, we are not going to see it in this game. But I have a replay. We are going to watch after this, in which I try to play the same style he is playing, or a kind of a different style, which is more my own style of Cthulhuphant. But again, I'm not a pro gamer. I pretty much stole a lot of things from him. But we are going to watch the game as well. Usually, brized goes for something many others would call crazy fucking shit. It's Insanitarius Elder Parasite, which is really powerful. If you get them early, you deal a lot of damage, and you can pretty much simply auto hit everything to death. And if you just quickly take a look at Cthulhuphant's stats, he has a huge strength gain. He has a pretty good agility game. There's really nothing wrong with that. By the way, this is just something really nice. This is amazing communication from Frenetic Array. You can see Cthulhuphant is standing over here. Now he's charging. He suspected that Keeper of the Forest would walk over here. That's why he positioned himself like this. But take a look. Again, this is something really important in my opinion, which is why you should pay attention to it. As you can see, Keeper of the Forest over here, Cthulhuphant, Kraken over here. If you would charge right now and Keeper would have kept walking, he would not have hit him. That's why he is positioning him over here, suspecting that Keeper is going to keep walking and tries to stun him as well, but it does not happen, sadly. But this is just amazing coordination from Frenetic Array. As soon as Cthulhuphant charges in, 4 TPs happen, and they completely overkill that Kraken. And well, they get some nice ultimate usage out of it as well. Which is always a good thing, like the Black Rider ultimate use, Kraken ultimate use, that's fine. That's great. It's not as good as a kill, but well, it's better than nothing. But Cthulhuphant is just running around like a madman. But That's important. The positioning, that's really important. You should always try to hit as many players as possible. There's not much happening at the moment. But here we go with the Hammer of the Black Legion. So as you can see, Cthulhuphant is just going for a regular item build in this game, which is kind of sad, really sad. But this is one of the games in which he had a huge influence, which is why I picked him. And which is why I picked this replay. The other games I found, since S2's replay search system is fucking terrible. It's horrendous. It's completely outrageous that something like this is considered to be a replay search system. I cannot... The person who thought that this would be enough should get completely killed. I'm sorry. He should get hung and just die a slow and painful death. What the fuck? If you take a look at S2's replay system, the replays are fine, I got no problem with that, but the replay search on the website doesn't even work. It does not work. You cannot search for players, you cannot search for heroes. It simply doesn't work. Then, second of all, there are again two options if it works for once. Last time I checked it didn't, maybe they fixed it. But there are only two kinds of things you can search for: players and heroes. Well, that's just great! Amazing! Yeah! Last time I checked, heroes did not work. Players worked. But still, you can search for these two things? That's pathetic! Really? That's all? There are more things in this game than just these two things. I would like to have a replay search that involves maybe two heroes. How about that for once? I want a good replay that shows a Nymphora Peppers combination. Or maybe I would like a replay search system that allows me to see the stats of the player in the search thingy. So I actually know what happened in the game without having to open an entire new page. Come on, it's ridiculously bad. It really is. That's why I usually just take games from Honcast, because I pretty much watch all Honcast videos. I watch all of them. That's why I know these, I know what's happening. Or I take my own replays, because of course I know what happened in these games. I don't have to search through an entire game again and hope that it's a good replay. That's just pissing me off, really is. Yeah, man, come on, the replays are working fine. I just don't see a reason why the replay system, why the replay search system has to be this bad. Well, yeah, whatever. We got a huge fight, boom, and yeah, both teams just tried to defend the tower. But this is something nice. Keep us hiding over there, and he's scared of silhouettes. Death Lotus that it might actually accidentally hit him. If that happens, he's pretty much screwed. But everyone's side is falling back, so nothing happening. No, I don't want Pebbles. I want him. Thank you. Yeah, boring game is boring. Let's just fast forward through it. He has a Bond A. He has a Bond I. Cthulhuphant being really tacky. Ooh, this is a big fight. I think we had... I have to check it myself, but... Just, no. Nothing really special going on. But that's just a well-played fight from the... This was something that made me kind of laugh during the live game. Silhouette just porting in on Kraken, getting instantly stunned. It was kind of stupid. Why would you do that? But yeah, just a well-played fight. Nothing special going on. Yeah, Cthulhuphant just farming. I'm just waiting. I didn't watch the entire replay. I watched the early parts, and They were. Yeah. The early parts were good. I liked the early parts, but I didn't watch it entirely, which I probably should have done. Yeah, probably should. But yeah, let's just quickly skip through it. Don't think anything exciting is going to happen anymore, if I remember correctly. Just a lot of farming going on. Oh, this is nice. Team fight going on. Maybe we can see one of the things again. Ah, wasted stun. Ultimate used. Getting stunned again. Oh, by the way, he bought the shrunken head, which is really nice item. This is, again, as you can see, in this, over here, he is positioning himself to try and hit Monarch as well. And he charges in the direction of Monarch. Sadly doesn't hit him, but he tried to again use his AoE. Because it's an AoE stun, it's not a single target stun. Oh. Poor Armador. And yeah. I think that's all that happens. Rock is definitely far too fast. Oh, no, they actually catch her. I think that's it for her as well, yes. She goes down and yeah. That's it, just some pushing happening and farming. Oh, team fight. I just want to watch these team fights just so we can see. By the way, portal key. It's nice for position. And this was really well played. Because just take a look at it. Team fight going on over here. Right? Cthulhuphant standing over here. So it's obvious that the team fight is going to happen. He knows that Keeper of the Forest has a portal key. And he knows that if a good Keeper of the Forest ultimate could actually help them win the fight. But he just teleports in, and all he does is occupy that Keeper. Make him useless. And in the meantime his team kills pretty much the entire team, and yeah, that's just very well played. Good awareness of him, so to know that Keeper is really important. And yeah, just stuff happening, and that's it. GG's. Whatever. What? Yep. So that's a replay we are going to watch. It's an actually quite exciting in-house game, and we are going to take a break before we watch that replay. Simply because I want to have them split in equally long parts. If that makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah.